¿Cuál es la edad de Godzilla en el Monsterverse? Pues bueno, por lo que se conoce, esta versión de Godzilla tiene aproximadamente 252 millones de años. Por lo tanto, esta versión de Godzilla es más antigua que los dinosaurios, y esto es así ya que los dinosaurios corresponden a la era mesozoica, que comenzó hace unos 225 millones de años y terminó hace 65 millones de años. Y bueno, si ustedes tienen alguna pregunta para un próximo short, dejen su idea en los comentarios.
I smile and shake my head. I'll give them stories to tell friends about the things I said. They tell me I'm so humble, I say I'm turning red. They let me lie to them and don't feel like they've been misled. They give so much to me, I'm losing touch, get me served on a silver platter, ask for seconds, they just let me. They tell me I'm a god, I'm lost in the facade. 6 feet off the ground, at all times I think I'm feeling odd. No matter what I make, they never see mistakes, making so much bread. I don't care that they're just being fake. They tell me they're below me. I act like I'm above. The people blend together, but I would be lost without their love. Can you hear me? Have I paid too much? When you become untouchable, you're unable to touch.
Goku Black, the body-stealing arbiter of divine justice.
And the Reverse Flash, DC's psychopathic speedster fanboy.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
But I'd say the sincerest form of flattery is not trying to kill your superhero husbando. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It was me, Barry. I was the one who...
Mortals, sinners, prepare for divine justice!
Oops. Excuse me, sir. I'm in need of your services.
Stand still and face your judgment, mortal!
Okay.
What do you think of this color? Is it not beautiful?
Incoming genius! I'll end this fight before it even began. Death in reverse!
Magnificent! Mortals, sinners, prepare for divine... Why aren't you dead?
Oh shit!
To stand atop all things and look down upon creation itself, that is the work of a god!
Empty threats to a living paradox!
How truly foolish.
Sorry, was that important? How fun.
We've sent enough people to that sun, we really should have a timeshare.
This was a fairly tricky matchup to figure out, least of all for their incredible levels of power.
Black could destroy a universe like ours at least 660 times over. I mean, a punch at least as big as a star is really badass, but that's in another league.
However, there was a lot more to cover than just how many stars or universes they could blow up. At their peak, both Goku Black and Reverse Flash were so impressive they were removed from time itself, becoming living paradoxes, making any attempt to kill either of them meaningless.
Stupid time travel.
It's difficult to determine who would figure out a counter to this temporal invincibility first, but it would most likely rely on a combination of speed and smarts.
As far as speed goes, it's no surprise Thawne definitely had the edge. Yeah, Black's attacks could reach speeds quintillions of times faster than light, but Thawne is a Flash.
Even early in his career as a member of the Flash family, Wally West could reach speeds that were impossible to comprehend and calculate. There are numerous examples of this for multiple iterations of the Flash, many of whom Thawne was clearly equal to.
Plus, he's kind of an expert when it comes to timey-wimey bullshit.
And he could likely overpower Black and destroy said time ring too. After all, Thawne once generated enough energy to counter the destruction of the entire DC universe, which is stated in comics to be at least 100 trillion light years in diameter. That's over 1 billion times larger than our own universe, and over 70 million times larger than Dragon Ball's Universe 7.
It's sort of impossible to lock down the exact limits of Goku Black's upper strength without getting into lots of assumptions and guesswork. He's obviously stronger than Goku was when he clashed with Beerus, but even being super generous with training and power boosts and multipliers, the gap here is way too wide to be able to just assume Goku Black could match this level of power. The DC universe is just too big! And remember, Barry and Wally's race almost ripped apart the entire DC multiverse!
It's also important to stress that Goku Black is not Goku. Goku's drive and willpower can push through even the most absurd limits to potentially match higher levels of power. Zamasu took Goku's body because he's more than willing to take shortcuts. It's an entirely different mindset.
Yeah, and once he took care of that time ring, Reverse Flash had a lot more options than just overpowering Black. With that super speed, he could pretty easily scramble Black's insides or age him to death with a touch. Zamasu may have been a deity even without the time ring, but Goku's body is mortal with a limited range of age. Might have really screwed yourself with that one, huh, Zamzam?
Goku Black was a nightmarish foe, but Thawne's experience with time travel, ridiculous levels of hacks, and frankly impossible speed gave him the means to take the win.
This fight was definitely not sunderwhelming.
The winner is the Reverse Flash.